So Joe Biden finally came out of the basement and decided to do an interview, a video interview with famous interviewer Cardi B. He did not go with Joe Wallace. He decided to go with somebody more intellect, somebody more well-spoken, somebody more knowledgeable about politics. And there's nobody more knowledgeable about politics than Cardi B. So the interview was given to the website Elle, which I've never heard about, but let's check out the video and I'll let you know my reaction.
Oh snap!
How you doing?
Hi, Biden. How are you?
How are you? The name's Joe.
Well, at least he got his name right. It's a good start.
It's the life of my love. She's a fan of yours.
Hi, how are you?
This is
How are
Ashley.
you?
Good, how you doing?
You know the
I'm
nickname
good,
she
Joe.
gave her father when she was growing up? She'd call me Joey B.
Yeah, that's not true.
But Biden, let me tell you something. When you have kids my age, like the one my age, 2 years old, your schedule never go as planned.
Cardi B, if you're going to make a career out of this interviewing people, you might want to do some research on the person you're interviewing. Joe Biden has 4 kids, so I think he might know a thing or two about raising kids.
You know what I'm saying?
You're telling me?
went-
I got 4 kids, 5 grandkids. Come on. I'm an expert. I understand about kids. The most important thing in the world. That way.
So, Joe, I heard you got some questions for me.
Oh, I do have some questions for you.
Oh God, it's one of those interviews. No, I want Joe Biden to answer questions. I don't want to know about Cardi B. I don't want to know about Cardi B.
For you. First of all, I want to congratulate you. The cover of Elle, I tell you, that's pretty good. That's pretty big time.
I want to congratulate you on winning the cover of Elle magazine. Joe Biden, you did not know what Elle magazine was. I didn't know what it was. People watching the video had no idea what it was.
You know, there's so many people who needlessly are in trouble, who are needlessly have died when they didn't have to, if we had taken the precautions we needed to.
Joe Biden, if you knew what precautions we should have taken, maybe you should have spoken out. Same thing with every other Democrat who's blaming Trump for the COVID death. If you knew this was going to be this bad and you had some kind of strategy for it, you should have came out and spoken.
And what I wanted to know was, tell me what's your main interest in terms of this election?
I have a whole list of things that I want and I wish and I desire.
I can already guess. It's going to be free healthcare, free college tuition, free homes, free cars, free.
Let me keep it a buck. I just want Trump out.
And there it is. This is not about Joe Biden winning. This is about just getting President Trump out of office. Doesn't matter who wins as long as he's out.
I don't want to be lied to.
You don't like being lied to. Look at the man you're talking to.
I just want answers. I want to know when this is over. Like, I want to go back to my job. I want to be able to go outside.
You can go outside. And you are working, as far as I've seen. You just released a new video. So the COVID virus not stopping you in any way. You're still doing music. You're still making music videos. You are doing pretty good at the moment.
I want to be able to go outside. I want to be able not to feel like I'm trapped in my home.
Her multi-million home.
I want like a timeline of when things are going to get better.
Nobody knows when this is going to be over. President Trump does not know when this is going to be over. He cannot see into the future.
I want a president to tell me what are the steps for us to get better besides, taking precautions like with our masks and quarantine.
Cardi, if you want to be more informed about the virus, I recommend you watch the almost daily videos on YouTube that they put out with the press briefings. And that's the best way to inform yourself of what's going on at the moment as they're getting it at the White House.
This is why it's taking so long. This is why other countries are doing better than ours when it comes to this pandemic.
Yeah, other countries are not doing better than ours. We do have a spike on confirmed cases because we're doing more testing. Just like if we did an IQ test, we're going to have a spike on morons too.
Also, I of course want free Medicare. And this is why it's important to have free Medicare, because look what's happening right now.
Yeah, free Medicare is not really free. If we would have had the free Medicare that you keep fighting for, that was not going to help us in this case.
And I want Black people to stop getting killed. And
And I want black people to stop getting killed. Whoa, wouldn't we all love that? But I don't see you in Chicago complaining why there's so much black on black crime, why there's so many blacks shooting blacks in a city where gun control is very, very strict.
I just want more stricter laws that is fair to black citizens, and it's fair for cops too.
If you're going to talk about more stricter laws, you should probably talk about what laws you're looking for. And you should probably point out what law is more unfair to black people than any other race.
If you kill somebody that doesn't have a weapon on them, you go to jail. You know what? If I kill somebody, I gotta go to jail. You gotta go to jail too.
Yeah, that's how the law works. You kill somebody, that's a crime. You go to jail. Also, if you drug somebody and take their money, you go to jail too.
That's all I want.
Look at Joe's face. He's so confused, doesn't even know what to say.
You know what I'm saying? Like, it's like you're really confusing the people. Like, one day you're telling them that this is nothing, that people need to stop getting tested because they're going to get it anyway.
Yeah, he never told people not to get tested. However, he did recommend that if you feel fine, you don't have any of the symptoms, there's no need for you to be getting tested. And that's what I say too. There's no point on going to get tested, going to a line where there's probably people who are infected and you're risking yourself because you're afraid that you might have the virus. When you have no symptoms at all, you're pretty much just putting yourself out there at risk. So if you feel fine, you don't have any symptoms, don't get tested. You have no need to be putting yourself at risk out there.
In 2016, if 18 to 23 or 4-year-olds have voted in the same percentage as the rest of the population, we would have had Hillary Clinton.
Because the 18-25 right now are the smartest, brightest people there is right now. They really know what is better for the country.
Tell me what your fans most say to you when they communicate with you online. What are they most concerned about?
Obviously, free college education, free Medicare.
See, it's the same thing over and over again. Free healthcare, free healthcare, free healthcare. A lot of the people who are pushing the free healthcare thing have no idea what it is. They just think, okay, now I can go to the hospital, I can go to doctors, get the best treatment, I don't have to pay for anything. However, that money's going to come from your pocket. You're still going to be paying for it for a really shitty service.
Like, for example, a lot of after-school programs that I was growing up with, there's no after-school programs a lot anymore in my hood.
That's right.
And
Nowhere.
it's like people are just wondering why is that?
Why? You should probably ask your governor and your mayor.
One of the things that I admire about you is you keep talking about what I call equity, just decency, fairness, treating people with respect.
Treating people with respect. I haven't seen any of you two disavow all the violence, all the destruction that Antifa and Black Lives Matter have been causing.
We're at a point where some brave kid, 15 years old, can stand there and for a total of 8 minutes and 46 seconds take a photograph.
That would be a video, not a photograph.
Of a black man whose family I know and met with and understand and spent time with and watched him brutally murdered. And people around the world were saying, my God, it really happens?
And that would be called evidence, just like the George Floyd case. If we would have gotten all the video, all the evidence we needed, it would have prevented a lot of rioting, a lot of destruction, and a lot of killing.
We are just asking for equality.
That's
we
it.
are asking fairness, and we are asking for justice. That is all.
Cardi, the black people you're talking about are the members of Black Lives Matter. And they're not asking for justice. They're not asking for equality.
Look what they're seeing now with this president. He's literally promoting hatred, promoting prejudice, promoting racism.
Yeah, Joe, that's not really true. And President Trump has numerous times condemned the racist KKK and the racist Nazis.
We got to stop it.
Prejudice is just so dangerous. Like, it could be a start of a civil war.
You mean like the Civil War you guys wanted to start when you wanted to impeach Donald Trump? That kind of Civil War?
It makes people feel uncomfortable around different people. Nobody wants to feel targeted. Nobody wants animosity.
The only people who are targeted right now are Trump supporters, white people, Hispanics who are Trump supporters, business owners, and black people who are Trump supporters.
I don't want to live to tell my kids, like, you have to be careful going to the store. Don't wear this certain type of clothes. Don't wear a mask. Don't wear a hoodie. please don't get stopped.
Yeah, Cardi B, you should always tell your kids to be careful, no matter where they're going. You should always tell them to watch both ways in the road. You should tell them not to go in shady areas. You should tell them not to join gangs. You should tell them not to smoke weed. There's a lot of things you should tell your kid to be careful of.
And
We
you know,
can.
and racism always have existed.
I agree. Racist people have always existed.
My mom used to have an expression. She said, Joey, the greatest virtue of all is courage. Because without courage, you couldn't love with abandon. And without courage, none of the other virtues would exist.
And no president has had more courage than Donald Trump. He had the courage to stand up to what he believed in, fight for the people, and not give a crap about what you people said about him.
By the way, we're going to have, if I get elected president, free college education for 4 years of college, flat out. Anybody with a family less than 125 grand, you're going to get a free education. Everybody gets free education for community college.
That sounds great, Joe Biden, but I got bad news for you. You're not going to be president. All right, so in the rest of the video, it's Cardi B talking about her college experience, her becoming a stripper and affording to pay for her college, and now she's a big-time celebrity, and we know the story from there. Now, this wasn't really much of an interview for Joe Biden. They didn't really talk about things we wanted to know. Wasn't that much of an interview, as more of a just one-on-one chat between them. But what can we expect from Joe Biden and Cardi B? That is it for the video. If you like what you saw, make sure to share this video with your friends. And if you're watching this on Twitter, please share it. I'm the Conservative Ronin. See you guys next time.